Imagine you're a farmer. It's 1943 in a small village in central Nigeria. Your house are deep in the rich red earth you've known your whole life. And then your fingers hit something hard. It's not a rock. You pull it out, brushing away the soil, and a pair of eyes stare back at you. Their eyes made of clay, part of a beautifully sculpted head with a complex hairstyle and a startlingly lifestyle expression. You don't know it yet, but you are holding a key to a ghost history and an ancient mystery and a civilization that vanished from the pages of history. You have just found the Nok. For a long time, the story of Africa's great civilizations was thought to begin with Egypt and other countries we thought of as a great nation in Africa. But the discovery of that first terracotta head and the thousands that follow completely rewrote the story. Deep in the timeline, long before the Romans built their Colosseum, while the Greeks were still dreaming up their myths, a sophisticated culture was thriving right here in what is now Nigeria. We call them the Nok, named after the village where the first head was found. And from 1500 BC, for nearly 2000 years, they created something extraordinary. Look at them, really look. They aren't just statues. They're Africa's oldest known figurative act. Each one is unique, hollow, and made with a skill that baffles archaeologists to this day. The detail is breathtaking. Heavy lidded eyes, flared nostrils, lips parted as if in speech or song. They wear jewelry, carry tools, and are depicted in a whole range of human poses. Who were these people? What were they thinking as they shaped this clay? Were these gods? Kings? Were they beloved ancestors, created so their memory would never fade? We believe the Nok weren't nomads. They were settled people. They built community, farmed pear millet, and understood their environment. The artists who made these figures weren't just hobbyists. They were masters of their craft. To create this large hollow sculpture without them cracking in the kiln requires an incredible understanding of chemistry and physics. But their genius didn't stop with art. The Nok had another, even more startling secret buried in their soil: iron. The people who sculpted these delicate, expressive faces were also pioneers of technology. They were among the first society in West Africa to smelt iron, leaping directly from the Stone Age into the Iron Age. Imagine the power of this transition. Suddenly, you have stronger tools to farm the land and better weapons to defend it. This wasn't a primitive tribe. This was a complex, innovative, and artistically brilliant civilization that flourished for a stretch of time longer than the entire Roman Empire. They had art, they had technology, they had society, and then they vanished. Around 500 AD, the trail goes cold, utterly cold. The constant production of their beautiful art just stops. The furnaces go out. The villages fall silent. There are no signs of a great war or a massive invasion. No final, desperate battle etched into the earth. It's as if a candle flame was gently snuffed out. So, where did they go? This is the heart of the mystery. Scientists and historians have theories, of course, whispers of possibilities. Perhaps it was the climate, a devastating drought that starved the land, forcing the people to pack up what little they could and scatter their identity, dissolving as they integrate into other cultures. Perhaps it was disease, a silent plague that swept through the population, devastating them in a way that would leave few traces for archaeologists to find 2000 years later. Or maybe it wasn't so dramatic. Maybe their society simply evolved. Maybe they just moved on. Their artistic styles changing. Their descendants becoming the seeds of the great Yoruba or Igbo culture that would rise centuries later. We just don't know for sure. The Nok left us no written language, no grand stone monument telling their story. All they left behind were their faces. And maybe that's the point. They left off the most human thing of all. Art that looks back at us across the gap of 2,500 years. These figures are their legacy, a silent, clear testament to their existence. They remind us that history is full of these silent spaces of brilliant cultures that rose, burned bright, and faded back into the earth. The mystery of the Nok isn't just a puzzle for archaeologists to solve. It's a story about art, innovation, and the fragile, fleeting nature of human civilization itself. The people may be gone, but thanks to a farmer's chance discovery in that rich red soil, their gaze remains. And it asks us a question we can never fully answer. Who were they? Thanks for watching the video up to this moment. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and also subscribe so you can get more incredible true stories from histories and myths. Thanks for watching. Bye.